Hello! Hello, everybody. Come on in. Come chill. Come relax. Come hang out with me. Oop, this is really loud. This is really loud. Oopsie daisies. Why are you really loud? Oh, because you're... Better. Maybe. Yes. Why are you catching, like, everything that I'm doing? How are you, bud? I'm alive. I was getting some stuff done today. Right now, Phoenix is on vacation. So what we're doing right now is that I'm stockpiling scripts for them to work on. Because my wife goes over my scripts and basically, like, does... I have a weird way of talking where sometimes when I'm writing out scripts, I write stuff inside and out. So, like, what should be in the middle of a sentence isn't in the middle of a sentence, kind of a thing. So Phoenix basically goes over my scripts and edits them for, like, basically just corrections and such. Like, minor spelling mistakes, all that kind of stuff. And essentially also, like, asking me questions like, this doesn't make sense, can you elaborate? So that way they can simplify my words. So that way I'm not basically sounding completely insane. Or that something is now easier to understand. Hello. Yeah, it's just gonna be me tonight. It's just gonna be me, you chat. We're just gonna have a nice, relaxing night together as we talk about stuff. I got a feeling I'm gonna get that a lot with the story I'm writing. Probably. It doesn't hurt to have someone read over it and basically go like, this doesn't make any sense what you said here. Could you elaborate or could you clean it up? And yeah, we're playing Halo because, like, I've played Halo so much throughout my life that it's just second nature to me. And it's just like something to have on the background. It's like I answer questions and such and just talk with you guys. Hi.
So that you are aware, what I do for your scripts is called copy editing.
Okay.
Yes.
I love you.
Yeah.
I mean, sentient galaxies that are dragons would be a trip to say out loud. Yeah, that would be a trip. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, get comfy. We're just doing some Halo as we chat and talk today. Painting and make back. Nice. Good for you, Bob. Now, what's going on with all of you? What's happening in the realm of chat? It would be so nice if guardsmen got Fallout power armor. You think the Imperium could afford that? You're funny.
The Grunt's newfound courage is the fear. When we are victorious, all who serve the prophets will be punished.
And Fallout power armor is not good either, by the way. I'm just going to say that right now. I want you all to remember that nuclear energy, like, the radiation that comes off of nuclear energy, we don't, our bodies don't like that shit. And the fact that those suits of power armor are nuclear powered should really tell you that, they aren't, yeah, sure, they might protect you in the moment, but, the long-term effects of being exposed to radiation, it's not going to end well. Like, Fallout power armor is cool and all, but, like, at the end of the day, the ramifications of having that shit just stapled to your fucking body all day is not going to end well. And the Imperium's already got enough problems with keeping its soldiers alive. Most notably that it doesn't give a shit about keeping its soldiers alive. Halo 3. Good afternoon, boss. Hey, how you doing, Cambrius? But wouldn't that mean it's perfect for guardsmen in their short lifespan? No! It is not good. Because then you just wasted so much money. You not only wasted so... It's about, like, resources and stuff, right? You gotta think about... The reason why the Imperial Guard shit is so cheap... And it's not even that cheap, by the way. Like, the Imperium considers their las guns worth more than the life of a guardsman. So, why on the Emperor's Terra would you ever give an army that you are dedicating to swarm tactics something like power armor? It just logistically it doesn't make sense, and the amount of resources and money that would go into making something like that would be astronomically insane. Yeah, so like, I know a lot of people want the Guard to like be badass and cool, but like, at that point, what makes them different than Space Marines at the end of the day, like story-wise? Well, for Kriegsmen who already run into the meat grinder, it wouldn't hurt to give some of them armor. They don't want the armor. They want to die. That is a complete misunderstanding of the Krieg. This is another thing that, like, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not getting mad at anybody, by the way, just letting everyone know. The Krieg, as a sub-faction in the Imperial Guard, their whole shtick is that they want to die. More armor means they're not going to do that. Now, they want to die knowing that their deaths actually accomplished a goal because of their cult of sacrifice, but they want to fucking die. The idea is not to keep them alive. They will die completing the objective.
My bird's down. Half a click down on your position.
I think you just want more Fallout power armor, which I can't fault you for. Like I said, it is cool. But at the same time, nah, it just doesn't work or fit with the Guard. At least in my opinion.
Come on, you dumb apes. You want breakfast? You gotta catch it.
I know you're over there, fucker. The Guard are the ultimate expression of quality, has a quality all of its own. Them and the Orcs, yeah.
Abandon.
And I used my Prime sub already last week. Shit, I'm sorry. Kinda bummed Perturaba hasn't returned yet. I'm not!
Echo 5-1, this is Crow's Echo 5-1, please respond.
I know, like, a lot of people want Purdy back, especially TCOM. Especially TCOM. But, like, right now, I kinda don't want any new Primarchs for a little while. I know they're, like, big sellers. I know they are massive sellers. And GW will always do the thing that makes them money. Personally, I don't want another Primarch for a little while.
Sergeant Major went this way, Chief. Through the cave.
I want the other factions right now to get the spotlight and to, you know, actually have a say in galactic events instead of just Chaos is doing a thing and the Imperium, for some reason, gets a Primarch back. Right? Because that was Arcs of Omen, was that Chaos does a thing, here's Angron, and now we just get Lionel Johnson. And then before that, it was Gathering Storm, which was Chaos does a thing, they get Magnus and Mortarion, and the Imperium gets Gilliman. And then we just got Fulgrim with no event. Like, Fulgrim, no event. Period. Here. Take this.
Not even my birthday.
Like, the Drukhari... Like, I know, like, a few factions got new characters and such, right? Like, the Drukhari got Lady Malice. I really think they should have gotten Vect. I really think they should have gotten Vect along with her. But, like... who else would I, like... This edition was pretty big for, like, a lot of factions getting new shit. I think, really, the Tau and, Orcs didn't get anything new either. Now that I think about it. What the fuck? Has the Tyranids ever managed to assimilate an orc? Yeah, they have. The Octarius War is nothing but that. They just broke them down into biomass to use. It doesn't... It hasn't affected the Tyranids in any way, shape, or form that, as we are aware, the Tyranids have not gotten a Wa energy field. They don't just... So, like... When the Tyranids eat something, they break it down. And then they use... And then they use whatever's left as, like, biomass to use to create more bugs. So the Orcs are basically just the greatest feeding machine to the Tyranids ever.
Imminent, Sergeant. Find some cover. Got a clear path.
Roger that, Hocus. Friendly gunship coming in hot.
Bitch.
Hocus, Phantom.
See him. Stand by. All loud. Everyone down. Grant one Phantom. Grant two.
Tiny Ripper at, Octarius. Not mushrooms again! To be honest, I'd like to see an expansion to the Tau Auxiliary. Same. That's why I enjoy the Technovirus, because it proves that if you sever Tyranid synapses, they're susceptible to infections. Well, no, Tyranids, even with the synapse, are susceptible to infection. The Tyranids are still biological life, and the Obliterator virus is a demonic virus. It's not of this realm. It's not easy to adapt to something that's not of our realm.
Sorry for the tight squeeze.
We just lost the perimeter cameras.
Motion trackers?
They're down or we're not receiving. Can't tell.
Any of our birds squawking?
No, ma'am. Wait, Overwatch.
I see you're playing Halo 3. Yes, we are playing Halo 3, because it's just a game that I play in the background, and we talk and hang out. But yeah, like,
Full of old tech, like these door controls.
Get those turrets up! Watch your fields of fire!
How'd they find us?
the Tyranids are not immune to disease. They are not immune to... they're not immune to everything. They just adapt and overcome. But they need time to adapt and overcome. It's very fast. Like, as Space Marine 2 said, they adapted to the Life Eater virus that was used on them. In Space Marine 2, like, after, like, 36 hours or 24 hours.
My fire teams are spread thin. We can't hold out forever.
And...
Get hangar clear for evac ASAP.
It's one of those things where it's like... It's a fundamental misunderstanding of how the Tyranids as a group work. The reason why their connection to the hive mind makes them deadlier is because the hive mind is such a horrifically powerful and intelligent creature, or thing, because we don't even know what it is, that we just don't know how powerful it is. But when regular Tyranids that aren't synapse creatures are within presence of a synapse creature, it doesn't make them immune, it just makes them more tactical and smarter. It makes them able to coordinate. And a coordinated menace is much more deadlier than a swarm of rabid bugs. But the downside of that is that when the Tyranids are connected to each other, the psychic backlash of a synapse creature dying sends a shockwave through the lesser gaunts, and they get killed. Yeah, and again, like, this is the fact that, like, we just don't have a lot of videos on the Tyranids, because when a lot of people are talking about Warhammer 40k, they're talking about the Imperium, right? Because, like, the Imperium is the central focus of Warhammer 40k. And a lot of people tend to... And we just really... There's not a lot of people talking about them as a faction. Yeah, like, people try to compare the Tyranids to the Zerg, and they're not. The Tyranids are not the Zerg. And no, I don't know StarCraft that well, so do not think I have a complete 100% understanding of the Zerg. But the only thing that relates the Zerg to the Tyranids is that they have a hive mind, and they're bugs.
Attention. Hostiles reported outside the barracks.
And that's why, like, I focused my channel on talking about
All available combat teams.
other factions before getting to the Imperium, and now I'm running low on those factions.
Anyone in the barracks, I need a sit rep now.
Because for Xenos factions, we have the Eldar, the Dark Eldar, the Orcs, the Necrons, the Tau Empire, the Leagues of Votann, and the Tyranids. That's 7 non-human factions. 7 non-human and demonic factions.
Sir, this way.
Look! Coming out of the vents!
Line them up! Line them up!
What the hell are those things, Sergeant?
It's why, like...
Short control burst.
It's why, when I talk about, like, these factions and such, I understand why a lot of people fall to the memes. Because, like, again, people are not deep diving Warhammer 40k. They're not going onto the wiki. Like, some do go onto the wiki and don't read 40k wiki if you can avoid it. It doesn't cite its sources very well and just makes shit up, and they don't cite their sources very well. Lexicanum's much better for that.
If I try to hook up a timer, it might go off by itself.
But,
You might want to put that out. Chief,
there's just not a lot to talk about for a lot of people for the Xenos factions in Warhammer.
base.
Unless it's orcs. But even then, they get orcs wrong.
Start the timer.
Understood.
Good luck, everyone. See you on the last Pelican out.
And
Follow me, Chief.
when you understand the Tyranids and what they've been through and what they've done to the galaxy, especially when you play like all the expanded media of Dawn of War and such,
Those apes ain't much for mercy, Chief.
you come to understand that the Tyranids are a very dangerous threat. They are extremely dangerous. They're not invincible. Lexicanum is your friend. It is. And no, like, when I'm doing research, I don't just read the Lexicanum article and then, like, put it into my own words. I actually go out of my way. I use Lexicanum to find the source, and then I go and actively, like, try to read the source. So that way, I can understand fully what is being talked about. Because it's not enough to just parrot what is being said on Lexicanum. It is, you have to read the thing and understand it to a degree where you understand the intent of not only the characters that are being written, but the writer who's writing it. I'm of an age of a member before Warhammer 40k existed. Yep. Same. By the way, just gotta say this right now. Holy fuck, has Fandom Wiki become such a shit site? Not gonna lie. It is so inundated with ads and shit. It is so impractical and garbage to use, FanWiki. It is genuinely shitty. Announcer Games, why don't the Black Dragons have their own dedicated miniatures for an army? They do. It's called Marines. It's called, you buy Space Marines, you paint them black, you paint a dragon shoulder pad on them, and then if you want to add stuff, you put on little spiky bits. The reason why they don't get a unique chapter is because they're just a subchapter to give you an idea of what they do. The Black Dragons have only ever had, I think, like 2 books to their name, and they're not very popular. Unless they are one of the first founding chapters, or chapter of Dorn, really, they don't get much. But the idea is that all these different subchapters, like the Black Dragons, the Astral Claws, and all of them, they were supposed to be chapters that, if you wanted to make them, you could, but you had to be a hobbyist and actually go out of your way to make them. Or, like, make custom models and shit. So, like, with the Lightning Claws for, like, say you have a Terminator with Lightning Claws for Black Dragons. Instead of painting them as Lightning Claws, you could paint them in bone. Or you could take the claws and, like, put it on a Power Fist regularly, and then, like, try to make it look like it's bones growing out of the armor. Yeah, like, the idea is that they're cool model ideas. That's the entire idea of it. Oh, good job. Yep, come on, let's go. But yeah, like, that's the reason why, and I know, like, a lot of people... I know, like, you're not the only person to ask that question, right? Where it's like, wait, but why does this chapter get, like, special decals and shit, but this one doesn't? It all depends on popularity. And if your chapter won a tournament or a narrative event that GW was hosting.
Everyone on there, cover the chief. Grab a weapon.
Oh, thanks for the heals. Yeah, like, that's the reason why. I know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, but I like that chapter and I wish they got love. We all wish our favorite chapters got more love. That's why I play Ultramarines. I made a kit-bashed Chaos Legion called the Surtur Legion, Chaos Astartes, Renegade Knights, Daemons. Use Lord of the Men of Iron, create a legion that follows an AI that terraforms planets. Cool. Is it just me, or is the audio has a problem? Is it the audio again? Like, fuck me, dude. I don't know. Like, You're probably hearing my PC now, because it's on top now instead of below. And I gotta get like this PC like properly deep cleaned, so that way like the fans stop sounding like they're dying and shit. And I know, like, oh well, why don't you just get air cans and stuff? Air cans are hard to come by right now. It's peaking on gains. Really?
Job center. Brutes attacked in force. Couldn't hold them off. Crawling back to the hangar. But don't wait for us.
What should I do, ma'am?
Ugh.
Hold position. I'm not leaving without him.
It's better now. Okay. Yeah, I turned it down a little bit. Considering he's a flash metal construct with demons stuffed inside, his care means little. Yeah, it's... Guys, you gotta remember that Warhammer, at the end of the day, is a hobby where they expect you to carry most of the creative weight.
They've got jump pads.
Going after the thrust.
Like, all the narrative campaigns, all the events and stuff, yeah, like, that's stuff going on in the Warhammer universe, but the point of the game and the models is that you buy them and they're yours. Like, the idea is that the models and everything that you buy are your army. They're your company of Space Marines. They're your craft world of Eldar. They're your Tyranid High Fleet, etc., etc., etc. And that there's so many battles going on within the Warhammer universe, you're never going to cover them all. It's impossible. That's the idea. And if you want to play these creative groups, you have to go out of your way to make them. The idea of, like, all these different chapters and such is that it's to give you, the player, a chapter that already exists, but has little to no fluff or design that you can fill in the gaps yourself. Oh. That got them moving. And I know, like, a lot of people don't like that answer because a lot of people are just like, yeah, but I don't I don't have time to do that. I don't have the space or the I don't feel like I could do that. And I know a lot of people are disheartened when I say, like, you have to make it. But
Go. I'll cover
Warhammer has always been a game where you're supposed to, like, be creative and build on stuff. And, yeah, like, there's good base templates for everything. Like, the Space Marines are nothing but that. But I also understand, like, people wanting, like, oh, but what about, like, this cool custom kit that they could make? They could, but there's not enough.
Chief, get that
There's
gun
very
out.
little evidence to GW as a company
Arm the bomb. Gotta
that
get these men out of here. But I'll radio with another exit.
if making these upgrade sprues is a good idea. Or even just the transfer sheets. A lot of those transfer sheets, like the Tome Keepers and the Dark Krakens, they were a part of White Dwarf issues. You had to buy White Dwarf to get that. And then they just made their investment back from the White Dwarf. Boom, done. It's that simple, really. And like I hope I'm not coming off like mean or anything or like a dick, right? Like, because I'm just being honest about like why a thing doesn't get the love that its fans want it to get. It's the same reason why like it's the same reason why, like, the Iron Hands, the White Scars, the Raven Guard, and the Salamanders took so long to get their shit, right? Because they weren't popular. They weren't selling as much. Now, GW is wisening up, and, like, they know, like, oh, if we want to sell it, we should give people a reason to buy it. I.e., want to sell more Iron Hand shit? Maybe make an Iron Hands character, and maybe people will buy it. You want to sell more White Scar shit? Maybe make a new character, and maybe people will buy it.
Taken their command center. Have you discovered how they plan to stop me?
Boop.
This one has camouflage.
How can you be shaped when you're mole shaped?
the switch, Chief. Arm that bomb.
I was actually thinking of adding orcs and Tyrians to this army to enhance the theme of an AI able to transmute and enslave other races. Wanted to make cooperation in Warhammer a threat. I mean, so long as, like, you're having fun with it, go ahead. I would rather we start seeing more dedicated chapter units, etc. Fire Drake Terminators for Salamanders, Phalanx, Warders for the Fists. If you want that, you play Heresy. If you want those unique dedicated units, you play Heresy. That's what Heresy is for. And if you want more dedicated units, then you play the other chapters, like the Dark Angels, the Blood Angels, the Space Wolves, so on. Because the idea of the vanilla chapters is that they're vanilla. They prefer specific units from the vanilla codex over, like, the dedicated stuff of the Dark Angels, the Blood Angels, and the Space Wolves. Like the Imperial Fist, their entire strategy is that they like bolt weapons and heavy guns. So you park them on an objective with the slowest moving units, and that's Imperial Fists. Iron Hands like tanks. They like vehicles. So you just make an entire army of dreadnoughts and tanks supported by infantry that takes objectives for them, and Tech Marines. Fuck me, I can't speak English. Am I okay? No, I'm slowly going insane. I've resisted getting into Warhammer for years. Held off with War Machine. Didn't read the books. Anyway, this channel has broken me. Good. Hi. Welcome to my hell. I'm Announcer of Games. I'll be your innkeeper today. I'm all for Heresy. Iron Warriors are number 1.
This place will become your tomb.
Well, TCOM will be happy we got more Iron Warriors fans. But Heresy is awful to play, and player base is gatekeepy as hell in my experience. I haven't run into that, personally. But then again, that's a me thing. And Heresy isn't supposed to be gate-kept either. Like, so, I understand, like, a lot of people's reservations around Heresy because it's Imperium. It is just straight Imperium the entire way through. You are playing the Imperial factions, you are playing Chaos, and it's nothing but mostly Space Marines, Imperial Guard, and Mechanicus, along with Knights. And people are like, oh, well, you have to play the Legions like this. You have to paint them like this. I'm not saying those people don't exist. I've ran into them. In my town where I live, that shit's not... We don't do that shit. That shit don't fly here. But even in Heresy, they're like, no, this is your army. This is your faction within the timeline. Your faction will not be remembered because there's so much going on in the Heresy that you just get lost in the cracks.
I'll get the door, sir.
So, like, my 58th Armored Infantry of the Ultramarines, they're not remembered. The 58th Company has never, ever been expanded upon. And what chapter is the 58th Company a part of? Who are they? Who's their leader? Where did they come from? I made it all up. Because I wanted a backstory for my Wardens of Macragge. I hate how it handles armor facings. I hate the comparative charts. Well, that's the thing. So, I don't know if you know this. Random set of numbers. I'm sorry, like your name's a random set of numbers. I'm sorry. Horus Heresy is how Warhammer used to play. That's the thing about Horus Heresy. It is the way Warhammer used to be played. We used to have armor facings. We used to have all that stuff. Now, 40k, modern 40k, is the much more accessible game, while Horus Heresy is the game that has been marketed towards veteran 40k players. Or those who want to grind their teeth on something a bit more complicated. For people like me, Cambrius, old school TCOM, we love Horus Heresy because it reminds us, like, it is just the old rule set. It's the old rule set that's clearly been cleaned the fuck up because, god damn it, old Warhammer was garbage. Its rules bloat was terrible. There was good things within the old rules, but the whole was just bad. It's just but yeah, no, like, that's the thing, is like when I talk about Horus Heresy, I let people know, if you are playing Horus Heresy, it is a much more complicated game than Warhammer 40k is now. Because it is built, its framework is upon the old way of how Warhammer used to be played. And that clearly has its fans. It is Warhammer... Horus Heresy is Warhammer 40k's old world. I love the Heresy lore, and Perturabo is my favorite after I heard his story. Oh, he's a lot of people's favorites. He's not my favorite. Even though, like, the book that really has him as a main character, Angel Exterminatus, he's a great read. But that book's a great read because it's Perturabo, the competence of Perturabo, bouncing off the insanity and just absolute madness of Fulgrim and the Emperor's Children. It's entertaining because it's the straightforward, brutalistic Iron Warriors with the flamboyant, insane Emperor's Children. That's what makes Angel Exterminatus so entertaining. And Fulgrim's just a treat in that book. Holy fuck, it's hilarious. Like, Fulgrim in his crashing out arc is great. Fulgrim, who's stopped giving a fuck, is even better. Fulgrim is a troll. You will love hating him. And that's what I adore about him. Is that he is someone that is written to be hated. Especially if you're an Iron Warriors fan. Because, holy fuck, is Fulgrim such a spicy dickhead. Says Perturabo. Listen closer, Perturabo says to Fulgrim. Yeah, for those that don't know, there's an infamous scene. Infamous if you're well, not even infamous. It's pretty famous among Emperor's Children and Iron Warriors players, where Perturabo gets so sick of Fulgrim's shit after a battle, that he basically spends some time building a Clockwork Titan miniature and calls Fulgrim to his private quarters to have a discussion. And the discussion is, fuck you, I'm in charge, after beating Fulgrim senseless after smashing his head into said Clockwork Titan. It is a hilarious scene. It is a well-deserved beatdown that Fulgrim fucking deserved. But, it is made very clear that, even though Perturabo thinks he's in control, he's actually not, and Fulgrim's perfectly fine with him doing that. Angel Exterminatus made me feel pity for Purdy. I don't feel pity for him. He's a piece of shit. It just makes you understand him more. I don't pity him. I don't think of him as a lesser creature, because remember, he's the one that made those decisions. You do understand his thinking, but understanding someone's thinking does not... Oop. That is the first time that's ever happened to me. That's the first time that's ever happened to me, chat. Yeah, like, you need to understand... The one thing you need to understand about Perturabo is that he, as a character, was given ample opportunity, time after time after time, to not be the way he is. He chose to be this way. He chose to do all the things he did. He chose to not be a builder. He could have done it. It is very, like, Fulgrim even calls him on that. In the same book, Angel Exterminatus, when Fulgrim is showing him what he wants to see, a literal utopia that he and his Iron Warriors built, he goes, huh, interesting. I didn't know that you could be this creative. Why did you never do that? Fulgrim is... The thing about Fulgrim in Perturabo's conversation is that Fulgrim is letting him know, you could have been this the entire time, you're just an emotionless prick. You are a stunted little man-child that never grew up, who thinks he's stuck in a box when he didn't need to be. You put yourself in the box, and you make it everyone else's problem. That's Fulgrim's words to Perturabo, basically. And Perturabo doesn't like hearing that, because Perturabo does not like to be criticized. And yet he's competent. Yes, but note that competence does not equal good personality. He is a great logistics person. I will go to him for logistics, but Fulgrim's criticism of him is not, you're a bad logistics person. Far from it. His criticism of Perturabo is, you're an annoying piece of shit who complains a lot about how he was never given a chance to succeed, even though he was given ample opportunity to prove it. He was given all the advantages in the world to do it, but he continued to do the things that he didn't want to do anyway. That is Perturabo. He is a creature of habit. And he does not change. That's the thing about Perturabo. He is inflexible. He is unwilling to change his mind. I.e., because everyone's wronged me. He's stuck in a perpetual cycle of, it's everyone else's fault, not mine.
We got reinforcements, Marines.
And again, like, do not get me wrong, there is something entertaining about watching someone who is so competent be such a fucking disaster as a person. That is entertaining, do not get me wrong. I love reading Perturabo crash the fuck out. It's great. It is great watching Perturabo be this way. Because it's interesting, because, again, Warhammer is interesting because the people in it make interesting, if not fucked up, decisions.
Pelicans coming in.
Perturabo is a victim of his own mentality.
This warthog should help you punch on through.
You run, I'll gun. Hey, that rhymes.
And I totally see why, like, people enjoy him. Because at his best, he is a very competent, very, very cool individual. At his worst, he is basically Commander Cobra from fucking G.I. Joe. And losing his shit. Two things can be true at the same time. You can be an amazing tactician, but you can also have the personality of a fucking child. Of a spoiled brat who never learns his lesson. And a lot of people don't tend to understand this. You can have more than one personality trait. And it's one of those things where it's like, no, the Primarchs have to be this one thing. They have to be perfect in this one way. No, the Primarchs, the funniest thing about the Primarchs is that they think themselves so above being human when they're not. Like, they're just as human and flawed as the rest of us. They're just better, they just process information faster and can weightlift fucking tanks. Greetings, hello. People contain multitudes, even jerks. Yep. Perturabo's a prick, but he's a prick because he genuinely is depressed. He genuinely is a paranoid individual who believes the universe is out to fucking get him. And instead of doing the healthy thing and, you know, talking about it with somebody that... Because it is revealed, like, he did have friends. He was friends with Magnus. Him and Magnus, like, went on scavenging hunts together in the old ruins of Terra. Him and Ferrus Manus got along. And him and Horus got along, too. It's not like he didn't have a support network. He just chose never to use it because he thought it made him look weak, because he's paranoid. And then there's just the whole thing with Dorn where he's being an insufferable prick. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean the world isn't out to get you. Well, that's the thing. So that's the thing. Like, the world wasn't out to get Perturabo. That's the thing you need. That's the thing you need to understand. It remarkably wasn't. That's like saying the lion intentionally went out of its way to kill you. Like, it's missing the broader context to the situation. Why did the lion kill you? Well, it was hungry. It's eating. It needed food. Your food. It didn't do it out of malice. It was hungry. Why did all these people want to assassinate you? Well, your adoptive father is a fucking dictator among dictators, and they wanted power, and you were the thing standing in their way. It's literally nothing personal. It's having a keen eye on things that can hurt you is a good thing to have, but being unreasonably paranoid to the point where you have to replace your own officers with a robotic cohort because, and I quote, how dare you not know, like, how dare you fail me in, how dare you get taken by surprise by the Imperial Fists doing something we never expected them to do and not properly defend me. You left me to die, didn't you? As his officers are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's the paranoia. He's just insane. He's scared. And, like, even when, like, he got back from the Eye of Terror, his immediate concern was, hey, why didn't you send anybody to come find me? And Horus just looks at him and goes, what the fuck do you want me to do, dude? I'm leading a galactic campaign against an empire with very limited resources and generals who could genuinely give less of a fuck about it now. You want me to waste time and energy going to find your ass when you clearly came back and you were fine? What do you want me to do, bud? Now, that's usually something you don't want to hear from your superior. But at the same time, like, Horus isn't wrong either. Like, his point is, like, why are you bitching at me when you knew this was going to happen? I do like the fact that Purdy didn't actually leave Terra. He just told Horus that and then just stopped helping. Yeah, Perturabo is petty. Chaser, thank you for the follow. I frequently wonder what would have happened if Ferrus went traitor and Perturabo stayed loyal. You would have seen a lot more campaigns where the traitors got bogged down. Because the Iron Warriors had... Remember, like, the thing about the Iron Warriors is that they are logistic nightmares. Like, fighting the Iron Warriors is a logistical nightmare. Where the Imperial Fists are really good at defense, the Iron Warriors are really good at defense. Especially during the Heresy era. Like, if a Warsmith didn't want you taking his fortress, you weren't taking it. And if he did let you take the fortress, why did he let you? Like, that's the things you should be asking yourself. Why did they let us do that? They were fighting so hard one minute, why did they run away? What do they know that we don't? And it's obvious that, like, when Horus led his rebellion, he wanted people like Sanguinius, like Lionel Johnson, like Gilliman, because they're stable. They actually could, you know, reasonably reason and talk it out. He wanted them. He was stuck with everyone else.
Kilo 2-3, this is forward unto dawn. We need a sit rep, Commander.
Atmospheric disturbance is intensifying above the artifact, Admiral.
Sierra
But expecting the Iron Hands to go full traitor just on the flip of a switch was a very stupid play, because they fundamentally misunderstand the Iron Hands as a force. The thing is that the Iron Hands remarkably have very little cohesion with each other. When you actually look at them fundamentally as a legion, they're not a legion. They are a group of guys that share the same color and Primarch, but nah, they couldn't be any more different from one another. In fact, it's why, like, when Perturabo died, their group broke in the way that it did. If you wanted the Iron Hands to join you as like multiple different parties, you could have. All you had to do was secretly talk to the groups that were being treated like shit within the Iron Hands, and then just convince them to join you. Because that's what they did with some of the survivors from Istavan. They just convinced those groups that were treated like shit by Ferrus Manus to join them based off of, like, hey, we'll actually supply you and take care of you. Sold immediately. Because Darwinism sucks. Because Darwinism does not take into account random shit that can happen.
Hurry, before any more Covenants show up.
It's just the strong survive while the weak perish. Yeah, well, this guy was strong until some unpredictable thing happened that was out of his control. Again, the Iron Hands are interesting, not because of Ferrus Manus, but in spite of him. Because his brutal simplicity broke a legion upon his death. Nothing to lose. Horus didn't need the Iron Hands, he wanted Ferrus. Ferrus had useful skills. Exactly. Yeah, like, it's... Would it have changed the heresy? Probably not. It's... Oh. Shit. Do you think the White Scars would have joined if it was anyone but Mortarion sent to convince them? No. So... Sending Mortarion didn't help, but the person that convinced... Fuck! So, to understand Jagatai Khan's decision, he wanted to be educated on what was going on. He wanted information before he made a decision. And he went to Prospero because he thought he could get the information from a reliable source, i.e. Magnus. And he did. He did talk to Magnus the Red. He talked to a soul fragment of Magnus, who gave him a breakdown of what had happened. Jesus Christ, this section. Magnus did give him a breakdown of what happened. And believe you me, what the... Oh my fucking god! What is with this Marine? He is wanting to die. Please don't fire. We'll get it. We'll figure it out. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Good job. Ah! But yeah, so... In fairness, that Marine's aim is still better than mine. So, like, when Jagatai... Yes, it didn't help that Mortarion was the one sent to go talk to Jagatai, because Jagatai already saw him as a fucking hypocrite. But Jagatai's mind was made up. Because he learned that... You need to... Like, this comes down to, like, trying to understand who Jagatai is as a person. Jagatai is somebody who understands what the Imperium is. He is under no illusion about who the Emperor is and what the Imperium is. When the Emperor came to him on Chagoris, it wasn't as, "My son, we found you after so many years. Oh, my son, my loving son, my boy." It was, "Hey, Jagatai, join the Imperium, or else." It was a hand of friendship extended to him with a club in the other hand. He understood immediately that this was not a friendship. This was, I have the gun, and you have a stick. You serve me now. And now that is very good reason alone for Jagatai to join Horus. If Horus was altruistic with what he was saying. When Jagatai learned about why Horus was doing what he was doing, and learned that, oh no, you isolated me because you didn't trust me. You didn't trust that I would side with you immediately, and why was that? Oh, because you're not trying to free humanity from the dictatorship of the Imperium. You're just putting a different spin on it with you on the throne. No, thank you. Yeah, sure, the Imperium isn't perfect, but it's much better than what you're offering. And, again, it's all about hypocrisy. Jagatai didn't like the Emperor because the Emperor is also a hypocrite, but what's trading one hypocrite for another? And the thing that you also need to understand about the White Scars is that they genuinely love their Primarch. Jagatai is a good leader because he understands the bonds of brotherhood. He understands that. It's why he spent so much time having the Legion spend time together to rebuild them and give them something to unite under. And it's why it's why he was so disappointed in those that did side with Horus, because they fundamentally misunderstood who he is. Jagatai is just a guy who wants to live his life and be unfucking bothered. But he can't do that. But he can do what he wants mostly with the Imperium. So he has to take it or leave it.
Well done, Chief. I'm sending in a few pelicans.
And no, like, he's under no illusion. He knows it's a shit deal. But it's better than the alternative to him. Like the Jedi's hypocrisy. Oh, you are so excited for tomorrow. Holy shit.
I am your shield. I am your sword.
But yeah, like, if Horus wanted Jagatai to join him, all he had to do was go to Jagatai, talk to him, and lay out an argument that is actually feasible. Because, as Jagatai put it, nah, the Imperium, like, the Emperor sucks as a leader. He sucks at it. He has to force his way into things to get what he wants. And, like, even, it's massively considered that if Horus just talked to everybody about it in secret and took more time to, like, work it out, he could have convinced a lot more people. But he didn't. Because he thought that everybody would have just said no. Would Guilliman have sided with him? Maybe. Would Ferrus Manus have? Nope. Would Dorn have? Nope. But Sanguinius, Lionel Johnson, all of them? Like, they're more complicated than he made them out to be. I wonder if the Emperor's... Well, that's the thing, is that it's not... Genetics are not part of this. You guys gotta understand, the Primarchs are their own people with their own experiences, traumas, and lived lives. They didn't just develop these things because, oh, we're Emperor clones. Like, this isn't a situation where... Like, this is, like... Oop. Like, just saying, like, it takes away from the Primarchs themselves. It takes away from the tragedy of their characters. They are all individuals that grew up in different societies that had different values and beliefs, and or locations that heavily traumatized them. Conrad Kurz, Lionel Johnson, Perturabo, and Angron, they're all victims of their planet's systems. Whereas people like Guilliman, he was raised by a proper family. Korax had a whole community to work with. He had community. Vulcan had a loving adoptive father and an amazing community to work with and live with. They are all the culmination of their experiences in life. They have their own personalities, their own decisions to make, and everything. That's what makes them so human. They are just as capable of making mistakes, though.
Chief, that gun's been firing non-stop. It's gotta be running hot.
No, so, like, that's the thing. The Primarchs... Like this comes down to, like, did you read The End and the Death, right? And I know not a lot of people have. That is a massive fucking book. It's a massive 3 parts. The Primarchs are not clones. They are the product of Erda and the Emperor. Now, did the Emperor want mindless generals that did as he said? Yes, that's what he wanted. But Erda spared them from that fate of being mindless automata, basically. I.e., their father's perfect little generals. And yeah, like, they're not clones. It is made very clear that they have a mom. Like, they're test tube babies, but it's not just the Emperor baked in, it's Erda.
Sergeant, come on!
Quickly, let us find their ship. Make short work of this abomination.
Wait, there are people that think they were clones of the Emperor? I always thought it was clear they were designed to be the finest of humanity.
I'm on your side.
It's... So this comes back to, like, we didn't know what the Primarchs were until, like, the more recent revelations came out, right? We just knew that the Primarchs were the progenitors of the Imperium, like, of the Space Marines. We knew things about them for the longest time, and then the Horus Heresy came out and expanded on them. But that expansion for the longest time was, this is just me. Well, yeah, because, like, it's Grimdark, right? It's supposed... Like, Grimdark is a tragedy. Like, that's the point. But yeah, like, we didn't know what the Primarchs were. We didn't know their origins, right? It wasn't until Saturnine, Siege of Terra Saturnine, where it was revealed the Primarchs had a mom. Where it was revealed that the Primarchs had... That the Emperor was basically a sperm donor.
Cursed parasite, rise up and I will kill you. Again and again.
Because we had nothing to go off of aside from the Emperor had a lab that the Chaos Gods broke into and teleported the Primarchs all over the galaxy. And then Saturnine revealed, no,
Chief,
the Chaos Gods didn't do that, Erda did.
the Graveline.
Now, Erda was being manipulated by the Chaos Gods because they kept invading her dreams, because she's a psyker, and basically showing her the worst possible scenario. And when you are a mother of a child, especially 20, and you're learning that, hey, your partner might be kind of a fucking dickhead.
Sergeant, they were all infected.
Yeah, no, you're probably not going to make the best decisions.
Hail humans and take heed. This is the carrier, Shadow of...
Yeah, like, most people, like, again, this knowledge is only there if you read the fucking books, which most people have not.
They are upon us! I fear you bring bad news. High charity has fallen. Become a fretted hide. The seal ship broke through our line when we gave chase.
That's how chaos works. Hits you in the vulnerable parts. Yep. And this is something that, like, I like about chaos in 40k, is that it clearly is, like, it's not just like, ooh, you touch it and you go bad. It is genuinely taking advantage of you. Because, again, the Chaos Gods feed off of your misery and your suffering. If you understand that, great, they'll reward you. If you understand that the Chaos Gods are not your friend and that you are a servant to them, perfect, great, awesome, now do your job. But to everyone else, the Chaos Gods are just like, no, don't worry about that, friend. We'll make it all better for you. Just give us your soul, slowly and surely. Because remember, Horus didn't join Chaos because he believed in the Dark Gods. He joined them because they showed him a half-truth that his dad's a fucking dickhead. Which the Emperor is. Don't get me wrong. He is a dickhead. But they willingly showed him that he's a dickhead without the context. And they took advantage of his very clear, unstable mental state and emotional state. Because it's easier to manipulate somebody who's crashing the fuck out. And that's the true power of chaos, is that they use our own tragedies against us. They're assholes, they know they're assholes, and they don't care. Because, hey, I got mine, fuck you. But, like, it's Mortarion fell to chaos not because he believed in Nurgle. He was literally put between a rock and a hard place and told, yeah, no, I'm gonna make you suffer forever unless you join me. Unless you become a servant of Nurgle. He was told that straight up. Typhon didn't lie to him about that. Lied to him about everything else, but didn't lie to him about that. I will make you suffer until you say yes. Fulgrim was literally mentally and emotionally broken to the point where, yeah, no, he would be driven insane and then try to use the powers that drove him insane to his advantage. And then, in so doing, in driving himself deeper into that well, he came out of it worse. Because, yeah, what do you think was going to happen to somebody who had just mentally broken the fuck down? You think they're gonna be all chip chip cheerio? Nah, blood. They're gonna double, triple, quadruple the fuck down. It's why Fabius Bile was scared of the clone. Because the clone was giving into the same behavior that Fulgrim gave into. And last thing you need is two of those dickheads running around. He was fairly apathetic to them, I think. Didn't Mortarion care about his Legion too? No. Mortarion's opinion of his Legion, it's complicated. Did he care about the Death Guard? He might have cared about individuals within the Death Guard. It is shown that, like, he did value Garo. But why did he value Garo? Is it because he actually genuinely liked Garo? Or because Garo was loyal and he wanted to have loyal officers around him around him. Like, it's very clear, like, if you died, he didn't give a shit about you, kind of a thing, right? Like, he didn't feel bad if you died. If you died, you're weak.
In a timeless chorus, join your voice with mine, and sing victory everlasting.
And it's only gotten worse with modern 40k for Mortarion. Like, he is just apathetic completely. He does not give a shit about the Death Guard as a legion. He fucking hates Typhus. Which, understandable. Understandable. But yeah, like, no, Mortarion, it depended on who he was talking to. Did he give a shit about some of his men? Probably. Not anymore.
We need all the intel we can get. Whatever the hell we are. Stand to, Marines. Hoorah!
What do I think of the Grave Mine? Interesting creature.
Go.
It's cool. He hates any that actually worship Nurgle. Yeah, he's a demon prince of Nurgle, but as Typhus points out to him in Plague War, yeah, no, on the fucking pecking order, Mortarion, I'm higher than you. You're a demon prince that is below a herald. That's pathetic. Funny how Nurgle probably likes Typhus more, but didn't upgrade him to a demon prince. Well, he didn't want to be a demon prince. That's the thing about Typhus that you need to understand. He is fully aware that becoming a demon prince means that you are chained and enslaved. That's the brutal reality of being a demon prince of chaos. It's not free. You are not free. You are, for all intents and purposes, enslaved. You have no control of your will anymore. Because the Chaos Gods own your soul. Typhus intentionally manipulated everything so that he could become the Herald of Nurgle, and he understands that, like, he's not 100% free. Like, when Nurgle calls, he has to come. He understands that, and he's perfectly fine with it. Because, guess what? Nurgle wants me to do what I'm very good at. So that's fine by me. Typhus is one of those characters in 40k that understands his place within the universe. And so he is the most free. He understands that total freedom is an illusion. So you throw in with the guy that will give you the longest leash. And Nurgle has remarkably given him the longest leash. Because by just doing what Typhus wants to do, i.e. wander around and be his own boss, Nurgle's the one that lets him do it the most. He's not enslaved to his pleasure like Lucius is. He's not insane and always angry like Karn is. And he's not constantly stuck in a perpetual cycle of misery and failure like Ahriman is. He is genuinely the only one who's winning. Because he's already won. He gets to live the life that he wants to live, and he doesn't have to take orders from anyone aside from a giant space god who basically told him, oh yeah, I'll let you do whatever you want so long as you come when I call. And what better deal could there be than that? People reacting to the Grave Mine for the first time. What the fuck is that? Lost in Spiles reaction. Nice. Ew. Nice. Ew. Yeah, because it's a tentacle monster, right? So long as, like, so long as she knows that it isn't like a massive pile of corpses, she was fine with it. But then she learned it's a massive pile of corpses, and she was not fine with it anymore. Because, ew, fucking the dead. Karn has lucid periods now. To that, at least, is good for him. Yeah, like, comparatively, like, when you compare all the different champions, Typhus is the one that got the best deal out of it.
Before we went down, we spotted a good If we can get to our vehicle,
Great job. Thanks, Chief.
Comparatively, by the way. Like, I'm making that very clear. That's a comparative estimate.
Mount up. Let's find that LZ. Follow us, sir. All the way down this canyon.
And Ahriman is failing nonstop. Why blow up the mongooses? Because this next area sucks trying to figure out. And mongooses are terrible. Oh, well, they have a rocket launcher. That's not good. Like, your mongoose is going up against fucking choppers. Like, it's no contest. It's why they give you the Prowler.
Ghost is history.
That's something I didn't know. That's interesting. What didn't you know there, Ghost of Gaming?
I'll drive. Don't worry, I got gunner seat. Fall back. I could use a ride. Yeah, I got shotgun. Let me out. All right.
Dude, as a kid, I would replay the Ark and the Covenant missions almost daily. They were my favorite pair of missions in all of Halo. Nice.
Look, Mom, no wing.
Oh yeah, I just remember the other insistently. That was the Battle of Beta Garmin. Really like Betrayer and the Aaron Dembski-Bowden head of story for a bit, so we got to make the World Eaters a bit less frothing mad and bring him back his cool character. Yeah! Betrayer's a good book. Betrayer is a very good book. Very fun book. One of the very few fun ones that the World Eaters get.
Careful, sir. Brutes must have tripped the defensive system.
Honestly, working my lore podcast and starting with Halo is reigniting my passion for Halo. It's a shame that it's gonna get killed. I'm under no illusion that the Halo 1 remake is, well, remaster is gonna be shit.
Push through that wall.
Roger that. Follow my Falcon, Chief. LZ's this way.
I'm under no illusion of that. There should be those sentinels. I can't remember what those things are called again. They're called sentinels. Angron stomping the Titan from crushing Lorgar is top 5 Warhammer moment. That is a rule of cool moment. If it were any other thing, they would have fucking died. Like, Lorgar and Angron would have fucking died there. That was a rule of cool moment, and I have seen just as many people be like, oh, it's fucking sick! Be just as much, that's fucking stupid. I am in the camp of, that was fucking sick! I'm in that camp because I am a unapologetic World Leader stan. Unapologetic. Because, like, the World Leaders are just stupid fun to me. Especially in Betrayer. Like, I'm one of those people like, nah, it's cool. Dickhead. I'm one of those people where it's just like, no, let it cook, let it cook! Because it's fun. And again, Warhammer should be fun. Because the people that want it to be realistic are very selective with that realism. I.e., oh, the Black Templar should just be able to spank anybody they want. Meh. Eh. Oh, but fucking Angron can't lift a fucking Warhound over his head? Fuck off. It's fun and you're boring. You're boring for hating it. So is Tiberos really as big as the hype suggests? Like, I think he's maybe the height of a Primaris Marine. So, yes, he's that big. He is that big. The reason why he's that big is because when his model first came out, they didn't scale him properly. So he was much larger than the average Marine and Terminator model at the time. So yeah, they fucked up with the model because models are designed first, story is designed second. And they're just like, well, we fucked up, what do we do now? Just say he's big. He is big. He has customized Terminator armor.
Don't worry, I've got a plan. If we can't fly over the wall, we'll go right through it.
Oh yeah, no, if we're following realism, humanity should not be alive in Halo. We would have been fucked eons ago. The Human Covenant War lasting 50 fucking years? Nah, blood. Nah.
This one seems in very good condition.
The fucking Covenant would have spanked our asses all the way back to Earth and then exterminated us. Are you kidding me? Realism? Nah. Fuck that. We would have lost. We survived, yeah, because of John, but we also survived because the prophets are fucking idiots. And betrayed the elites and split the Covenant in literal half.
Tank beats everything. Oh, man. I can do this all day.
Thank you, Cole Protocol. The Cole Protocol wouldn't have helped! They found Earth because... They literally found Earth? Because, and I quote, Truth and his group stumbled upon something stupid that pointed them in that direction. The Cole Protocol literally did not help. it bought time, but then Truth and his group just stumbled upon Earth anyway. Because Kigyar scavengers found us. And those Kigyar were, like the Jackals, were loyal to the Covenant because they paid. Literally, the Jackal's homeworld is a skip and a jump away from Earth. That is fucking funny to me. The only reason humanity survives in Halo is plot. Is the fucking plot. Like, I know, like, that's the obvious answer is, like, oh, if we didn't do this, like, if they didn't do it that way, the plot, like, if you literally followed logic, we would have no game, we would have no plot. And I get that, I do. It's why you need to let realism fucking go, and let the story tell the story. Is the story gonna be perfect? No. Every story has fucking punchable holes in it. Why didn't they take the Eagles to Mordor? I don't fucking know. Do you want a story or not? Do you want the trial or tribulations, or you just want... We're done.
While this facility looks quite hardened on the surface, there are undoubtedly delicate structures below the facade.
Do you want to enjoy the thing, or are you going to be annoying about it? What's your favorite punchable hole in Warhammer? Oh, I have a lot. The main one is, if anyone literally just talked it out, you would have literally 99.9% of the problems in 40k solved. Literally, if everybody wasn't a stupid jackass and huffing their own copium and hype, none of these problems would be happening. Boom. Punch the biggest hole in 40k's plot.
Good work, Chief.
Not game related, but what helps you more? Joining your channel or your Patreon? Just curious. I recommend joining my Patreon. I haven't really done anything with the YouTube membership. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Like, that's always in the back of my mind is, like, I need to figure out something to do with this, I had to figure out something to do with, like, the partnership. But Patreon is directly supporting me. If you are going to do Patreon, do not do it to the Apple Store. Do it directly to the website. Like, just go to the website and join them. Because by joining through the Apple Store, like through the Apple app, they actually take an extra cut of money, so you are paying more than you should be. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the shit? What? What was that wraith doing there? What? Hold the fucking phone. What? No, hold on. Get out of my way. What the fuck? What? Yeah, how? Are you okay? Do you require assistance? I kind of want to complete the mission now. I kind of want to figure out how the fuck this happened. We're gonna... What the fuck? Now that's a sturdy tree. What the fuck, bruh? What do you mean? What happened? Hi, Clam. We're gonna go look at something quick. Bear with me as I try to figure out what the fuck happened here.
That's some kid.
Enjoy it while you can, Marines.
Oop. Oop.
As soon as we priority 1. We need all the intel we can stand to, Marine. Go, go, go.
Alright, we're just gonna fast forward.
One debt to society later.
Gift of kindness. Also, any advice for a new channel would be appreciated. That depends on what you're doing. Like, as a content creator, what are you trying to do, and what exactly are you first, what are you making your content around? Are you making it around something that you genuinely enjoy, or are you doing it, first you're just trying to figure out, what the fuck you're trying to do, right? Like, what the fuck you're trying to say, what the fuck you're trying to do, what exactly... Like, that's basically what you're trying to figure out, is, like... Why are you wanting to do it? And lore mainly, and miniature and painting, etc. First, my major advice when it comes to making Warhammer content, or any content about stories and shit, don't take it seriously. For the love of God, do not take this seriously. Like, do your best to be as accurate as possible when you are trying to tell these stories and trying to make them digestible for people to enjoy. Do not take it seriously. You will burn yourself the fuck out. It is not healthy. Sorry, we're just trying to speed through this because I want to know how something fucking happened.
Commander,
Roger that.
bring her down.
Beginning my descent.
Look,
Is the dawn
yes,
right
we're
in
gonna
front?
find out. Take cover.
What? What? You son of a bitch! No. You don't get to do that to me. What? Motherfucker. I must know the tree's secret! Forbidden! You're not allowed to know by order of the Inquisition. No! I am 1,000 son. Knowledge is power. I must know. How do I open up the menu? How do I... Settings. Mouse and keyboard. Controls. Toggle interface is Z. Got it.
That's some kid.
Enjoy it while you can, Marine. As soon as we land, we're right back to it. Priority 1. Secure a landing. We need all the intel we can get. Stand to, Marine. Go, go, go.
Check it out. In the sky. Is that... Chief,
Sorry, I'm fast forwarding.
take the first shot. They got reinforcements!
We're just fast forwarding. Fast forwarding. We're gonna fast forward. Wraith, you have my deepest sympathy. I know that pain too well. Like, I can't let this go. I need to know. And we're just gonna follow me while this happens. Like, we're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through this together, chat. We can do this. But if, like, it crashes one more time, we're fucked and I don't know what to do. Because this is gonna eat me alive if I don't know what the fuck happened. It's neat that you can watch a gameplay like this. Oh yeah, no, like, they... Welcome to the original photo mode, chat. But yeah, like, my advice as a content creator is, A, don't take it too seriously. Like, don't take talking about it too seriously. You gotta remember that these are franchises and products that you're talking about. They are not always gonna make you happy. They are not there to make you happy. They are there to make a company a product. Your joy is only matters as far as the profit margin goes. Because if a company gave two flying fucks about how happy their audience was with something, we would have a lot more stuff come back. Love the 500 world short, by the way, boss. Thank you.
Roger that.
Bring her down.
Beginning my descent.
Look,
Is the dawn
yes,
right in
gonna
front?
find out. Take cover.
Haha.
Come to the back when you last get a small cartographer. Can't fly over the wall. Can't find any long ways.
Yes. Yes, chat. We will find out what happened. We will learn together. We will learn this story together, my friends. Yes. 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 We're getting there, chat. Yes. Yes. We're so close, chat.
One moment.
Whee!
Here, this panel will activate a radio.
All right. Ooh. I don't know how to fix this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Good work. Link up with our armor on the far side of the Make your way down to the cartographer.
Ascend and descend. Okay, but how do I... Okay. So what the fuck happened here? Alright, there's the, Fuck, how do I... I didn't learn how to look! Toggle panel, interface, jump forward, jump back, pause, resume, fast forward, toggle free cam, boost, threat Theater panning left alt. Ascend, descend. Zoom. Alright. Left alt. Oh, okay. Alright, so what the fuck happened here?
Heads up, Marines. We got trouble.
You dumb fuck. Oh my god. It spawned, it hit the tree, and then the tank got stuck. And of course, I wouldn't have seen it. I wouldn't have seen that happen. Oh, this is some 2007 jank. Assembly tree. Oh my sweet Jesus. Oh. Oh my guys. I'm so sorry your fucking dropship was driven by an idiot. Oh my god, it's the same gunship too! This fucking idiot loses his tank and then comes to watch me. Oh my god! Oh! That is so dumb. Now I open up my menu again. Fuck. Oh. Oh my god. This is stupid. How do I rewind? How do I rewind this? Fuck. Pause, resume playback, jump forward, jump back, left. Camera reset, toggle first. Ugh. Chat, like, what the fuck do I even do? Like, it's just there. Like, we'll go around the corner, and then I get shot to death by the fucking thing. Do not get me wrong, strategically, this was the right move. Strategically, this was the right move. Because, like, it did kill me. And then I had to stop, and then walk around, kill these guys, and then I just stared at it. Because, like, what else are you supposed to fucking do and say? Right? Like, what else are you supposed to do? That's rough, buddy. Oh, someone could clip that, I'd be very happy. Thank you very much. In all my years of playing Halo, I never thought that would happen. I never could have imagined it. The Covenant sure are getting creative. Oh, yeah. Like, well, like, seriously. We drive around the corner. It's gonna be there. It's just waiting. And then all we need to do is just sit here and let it die. And we're done here. So fucking stupid. It's like that Wraith is supposed to help join the front line, and now they're down a Wraith. Which just makes it even funnier. I'm not even paying attention anymore. I'm so out of it, right? Like, I don't know what to say or do anymore. That one moment, I'm like, nope, that's a stream. That's a stream, buddy. Oh, the fucking jank. Covenant is gonna start studying trees. The fucking brutes. The brutes in the post-Covenant war era are just gonna be like, trees! Study the trees! Yo, like, the trees speaking Brutanese is, taking on some new meanings, you know? Holy fuck. Yeah, someone could clip that on Twitch. Appreciate. Please and thank you. Oh, my heart. What could go wrong? Everything. You could get... I died. Ah! Oh, this game's a shit show. I still love you, Halo 3. Ace Killer, thanks for the sub. Knowing brutes, they would probably throw the heaviest thing at trees to test how much it can hold. Probably. I wouldn't run it past them. Just get, like, your brute buddies around, get a bunch of fucking space beers, and try to see if you can pull the heaviest tree out of a goddamn rack, you know? Oh, it's... How the fuck am I gonna board if it's up there? My ribs hurt now. How do you think I feel? I'm the one that had to go through... My grenade just... My frag grenade stuck into the fucking thing. What is happening with my game? Like, I accidentally threw a frag grenade into the core, and instead of bouncing, it just... what is happening? What is happening, chat?
Infantry on the spire. Pop 'em up.
Scratch him back quick. Fuck. Ow. Luckily they didn't bounce and explode. Yeah, no. Like, again, I don't know what's happening. Like, the game's just like, nah, stick. And don't kill him. Oh, that got me to join the Patreon. Yep, you get to see... On Patreon, you get to see my shit early. Right? You get to see my videos early, and you get an exclusive series.
Hey, what gives?
It seems I've crossed the circuit.
Well, let me have a look.
Nolan North, what are you doing here?
Little bastard stung me.
I did not want you to come to any harm.
I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees, and for they are talking in Brutonese for some fucking reason.
Excellent. This way.
Yo, Vietnam was going fine until the Vietnamese found a way to put wraiths in trees. That's gonna haunt me forever. And boop. How that brute didn't see me is beyond me. Come here, bitch. Tap. 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 And tap. I've gotten so good at this game! I'm so good at this game, chat. It's so fucking stupid.
Maybe they was tired.
We win!
Nope, I'm being bullied by brutes. Yeah, because, like, when you see a wraith in a tree, your immediate thought is, like, I don't care how I died, I just want to know how A and B happened.
I will help your sergeant clear the sky.
Good. Pelican's gonna land one level down.
Like, how did this turn of events, how did the game engine break so badly that a fucking wraith spawned where it wasn't supposed to? Do you think you'll ever do Lasso? No, I've done Lasso before. I proved my worth as a Halo fan. Years ago, I've done all the Halos on Lasso except Infinite for a very good reason. Because fuck that. I did it when I was younger. I do not have the patience or the time to do it again. No matter how much Shadow wants me to do it, I'm not doing Lasso. I just do not have the patience for bullshit like Lasso.
Nice.
What's Lasso? Legendary, all skulls on. So you play this game on the hardest difficulty. And, you turn all skulls on. That means enemies get double health, enemies get better shields, they start throwing grenades more. What else was there? What else was there? Double health, double shields. You just don't get a HUD. You don't get a heads-up display. You don't get radar. Oh, and if you die, you reset. If you die, you reset to the game checkpoint, not the last save, if you're playing with people. Or if you're by yourself, fuck you, start over.
Hang tight, Chief. We're on our way.
It's supposed to be the ultimate challenge kind of a thing for Halo. And I've done it before with my brother.
Damn quick. Stand by for pickup.
One valid answer, heat sinks.
Maybe they're trying to instill a false sense of security.
But yeah, no, I've done LASA before. I've done it when I was younger. I've beaten all the Halos aside from Infinite with it. I just refuse to do it ever again because they were miserable experiences. I don't enjoy playing games on their maximum difficulty. Get me? I don't enjoy doing that. Cause when I play a game, I want to have fun with it, right? I want to enjoy my time playing a game. I don't want to hate the game when I'm done with it. Okay. Yeah, like, it's not for me. I understand why others enjoy it because, like, some of you are fucking masochists. And it's just like, yeah, hurt me more! And I'm just like the kind of person's like, please don't hurt me. I'm good. I don't want any part of that. You do you, bud. Holy shit. Oh my god, that explains no XCOM. Yeah, I don't... Believe it or not, I don't like suffering. I don't like torturing myself. I will do it if, like, there's incentive. Because, like, then I can make my suffering less because I can get pizza after and just veg out. You know? That kind of thing. All right, but who's online right now? Who's alive right now? Shut up, me. You know, we're gonna go invade Kane. We're gonna go raid Kane today. We're gonna go say hi to Kane. So, yeah, you all have a fantastic day, everybody. We're gonna go raid into Kane. Kane VT. They are the editor for Mitsuki Wizard. And they are currently playing Resident Evil 5. So if you want to come join us from over there on YouTube to Twitch, it is Kayen, capital VT. KNVT. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. That was an experience. We caught the tail end of that. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, like, we're raiding into our boy, our lad. So yeah, if you come from YouTube over to Twitch and raid into Kane VT, that'd be great. Again, capital Kayen, capital VT. But as always, chat, I will talk at you tomorrow. Oh god, I have to listen to TCOM go on about Legends. Oh fuck. Good night, everybody!